previously, like I remember when we spoke about your relationship in our other interview, your relationship with your dad, and you said it wasn't really.
Yeah, man, I never really had no relationship with my dad. It was like, mum would argue with him, would just drop us there, leave us there, we'll go there, he'll feed us, take us. Then when my mum feels a bit better, he might bring us back. But man, never really had no relationship. But obviously now, man, start to chat to my dad more now. You get me? I link him, reason.
Well, what sparked that then?
I don't know, cuz man. I feel like, bro, you know what it is, cuz it's like, even though man's young, I feel like my dad wasn't there. But it's like, bro, what am I gonna hate my dad for my whole life, bro? It's like, bro, I don't. You see me, man's not a guy who dwells. Like I said, I'm solution based. If man's got an issue with someone, we sort it out there and then. I don't have to keep thinking about it. I don't want to keep thinking about it. If I don't like someone, I don't want to see your face. So it's like, man's grew up without man's dad. Man's got to where I'm at. Man's a big man now. Man's done bare jail. Come out of jail, I'm still gonna be, oh, my dad, bro, it's a bit childish, you get me? And man's Muslim as well, so naturally, man has to respect man's parents, you get me? So when I sit down and reason with my dad, it's like, bro, I don't really see like obviously you wasn't there, but it's like, you're kind of blessed though, you get me? Yeah. Kind of blessed though, and we show man bare stuff, it's like, I didn't even know, like, that's how he was living, you get me? Like my dad showed man, he's come here, obviously from Jamaica, he was doing bootlegging, selling fake alcohol. Some woman got him over here, he's in here, you get me, to this country. I don't want to get too deep in it, 'cause I want to use it in a film, you get me? How man must come here and that, bro, my dad wasn't even living that for like bare years, like 20 years, you get me? So he had to keep moving around, so it's like, boom, you get me?
Do you, now that you're speaking to him, do you see now some of his character traits that you have as well?
Yeah. So like one time I linked to me and he was saying something like, you see me, obviously he's got accent and that yardman accent, you get me? But mum was like, oh, but basically you see me, yeah, I never basically wanted no one to give me no handout, you get me? I'm a man where I just need opportunity and I'll make it happen. And he was saying something about like, he used his brain to make money. So basically he's saying, raw man thinks, innit, of how I can make money and that's how I hustled, you get me? And that's basically what man does. And same thing, I don't want no handouts. Just show me where something is, I'll go get it.
Yeah. And that's crazy though, because I think it's really important to kind of like know both parents, because like, bro, sometimes our tendencies, some of it's nature, some of it's nurture, innit? Do you know what I mean? But without making it seem kind of like a clash, did you then, because I presume you're raised obviously predominantly by your mum, then you get your dad's side of what he says about the situation. Did you then think, okay, cool, I wasn't aware it was all the way like this?
No, but you know what? I don't really ask my dad what happened with him and my mum. I never asked my mum. My mum would just tell me naturally what happens with my dad, you get me? So I don't really ask them because I just feel like, you get me? Firstly, there's two sides to every story and women are emotional, you get me? So as much as like all the time coming up, my mum done everything for me, you get me? So man's a naturally team mum, you get me? Yeah. But at the same time, it's just like women are emotional, bro. So it's like sometimes they don't understand how you feel, what you're saying. They're always thinking of emotions. Like you could be with your girl, like everything happens to me. My girl sometimes thinks that I'm not all for her, bro. Like, bro, where am I going, bro? I've been together forever, bro. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So, I forgot what I was gonna say. So, but basically, yeah, women are just emotional, bro. So it's like sometimes when my mum tells me stuff now that I'm older, I'm assessing the facts and the emotions. Yep. You get me? Whereas before, it's like my mum said this and I agree with it. Now it's like agree with this. If my mum's not doing something that I think's correct, I'll be like, nah, mum, you know what? You shouldn't have done that. You get me?
If your dad was present in your life, do you think the streets would have been such a open door for you?
Yeah, 100%. When my dad's in the streets.
Okay.
But you get what I'm saying? So when I was young, man's watching Shotters, man's watching Menace Society. They're still my favourite films today, paid in full. I want to be just like that. Until man's got deep in the roads, man, I realised, this shit's fake. It's not what I thought it was. Like, man are snitching, man are not really your brethren. There's bare snakes, there's bare haters. Like, you get me? If man could start, obviously I ain't got no regrets in it because this made me in it, bro. But man could start again, bro. I'll probably just do a normal thing, bro. Because if you just look at an average guy that don't have problems with no one, you could cut to every ends, you're neutral, you go to any party, you go get house, you don't have to duck and dive in, seeing, this guy knows where I live, and man are trying to find, where's my man, and who does he, like, you don't have all these problems, you get me? Like, you waking up every day, bro, with PTSD, like, who's this, man see a funny youth on my road, this you ain't seen this youth before, who's this guy, but, you know, just a normal guy, You're calm, bro, you can walk, you don't even have to look behind you, bro, you get me? I can't tell you a day, not even an hour, bro, not even an hour, 5 minutes, bro, less than that, man's not looking behind, man, you get it? Like, you always have to be Because you never know, man.
And then how does it affect you then that you got a daughter though?
Yeah.
It's time where you're just gonna be out with your daughter.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Man, try to do that very minimal. Very minimal, because my thing is this, yeah, like I might have said in the other video before, but I don't care about myself, bro. It's about man's family, man's mom, man's missus, man's daughter. I don't ever want to be in a situation and they're with me. Do you get me? If it happens, I'd rather it be when I'm on my own. Because man can handle it, but I don't want them to be there. I don't want them to see anything. You know what I'm saying? I could win in the situation, alhamdulillah, but I don't want them to even have to experience or go through it. You get it?
It's like, do you ever not turn off and think, it's calm?
Nah, bro, I'm still in the country, bro. When I don't live in the country, then I can. Because it'll be like, yo, man's in a whole different place. Not a place where everyone's going, but like, if man's in a different country, it's like, yeah, at least I know, bro, it's not about me, you get it? People know me, they know how I look, they know my stature, my posture. Like, even with a mask on, bro, people clock me, so it's like, man can't really maneuver properly, do you get what I'm saying?
Then how does so you don't have a normal life then?
Of course not. I do normal things, but I don't have a normal life.
Would you trade in the music career if you could just have like a normal life?
No, because there's good and bad. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, some people they're grafting their whole life. You get me, just to pay a mortgage, they're stuck with the debt, they die, they're still in debt. You get me? Me, it's like, there's good and bad with everything, you know what I'm trying to say?
Well, I remember when you, originally when you came out.
Yeah.
You were like straight putting your hands in different pies.
Yeah.
Mine was at burgers and bagels.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, and then why did you close it down, and why did it stop?
Okay, so basically, yeah, man was doing property, yeah, real estate. So what I've come to realize is, yeah, with the business model that man's doing, I don't feel like property is a good investment unless I get introduced to a different way, because buying properties to rent them out, yeah, bruv, is what kind of money is in that? So like, man's invested hundreds of thousands of pounds in a property, and man's making less than £1,000 a month, bro. How does that make sense? I'm not even making 10% of my money, bro. So if I was to go to like if I was to go to an auction, grab 2 cars, I can put 2 bills profit in each, sell them to We Buy Any Car, do that every day for 30 days. I've made 12 grand in a month. With a property, I'm putting in £100,000 plus, I'm making less than £1,000, bro, a month. It don't make sense. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, if man was selling it, flipping it just like that, that will make sense. If man was in a development where it's like, it cost me £1 million, for example, to build, and man made 5 mils from it, fair enough. But buying yards, because this is another problem. Everyone's excited, oh, you should buy your yard, grind and buy your yard. Broski, you're buying a yard for full life liability, bro. It doesn't make sense. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you need to make a plan. Like, I feel like a business is way better than a house, because you're not stuck with that business for 30 years or 20 years. With this mortgage, my guy, you're stuck, bro. That's on you for life. 30 years, you don't pay it to take out your yard. So you paid all this house, you ain't got no house now, and they've took everything, you've given your whole life, your whole energy. By the time you can probably even get to you're probably like 67, you can't even really move like that. No one wants to employ an old 67-year-old. You get me? So unless you're starting KFC. So you get what I'm trying to say? So that's how man's looking at it still. So basically, the shop, yeah, Burgers and Bagels, was to do cash flow, innit? Because it's like having a pebble phone where it's like people are coming non-stop, aim, rob, make £1,000 a day, £2,000 a day, legit money, cool. So I started off, it was cool, bare shit man had to fix, a couple problems, whatnot, but then there was some situation with the shop, with the owner and that, and then they sold like the shop to someone else, but we was leasing it, we had a lease contract with them. So then now, obviously because I thought the youths were cool anyway, it's calm, man didn't even use a lawyer in it, so that's my own fault, you get me? And then obviously in there, when the guys hit me, they're like, "Raw, this ain't a real lease. This is a something else." And then basically in the contract said that if they wanted it back, I would agree to give it back to them. So man kind of got done on the lease as well. You get me? So they just hit my bridge with a notice one day, like, "Yo, man's got like this amount of days to get my stuff out the shop." And then bro, that was it. You get me? That was the story.
Mental.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I learned from it. I learned a lot. I don't make no moves without no lawyer. 1, 2, I know I can run a business, a food shop business if I wanted to again.
Which is not easy, you know.
I think it is. For what we was doing is easy. Okay. The reason why I say that is this, bro. Firstly, yeah, man's got fame, so that always works in your favor. And it's like, for example, when man done a shop, man done burgers and fries, bro. Man didn't do no yard shop. We didn't do a Mali shop. We didn't do an Asian shop. It was just straight burgers and fries, yeah. Mainly the forte, because when you get them kind of shots, my bro, it matters about your chef. So if your chef goes, your business is gone too. Yeah. You know, like how much time I go to a mad yard shop and then the chef goes because he's got too much attitude, they fire him. You go out there, it's not the same, he's not hitting no more because the chef's gone with the business. So man wanted to make sure that anyone could make what man's selling in there, you get me? Also, I feel like next time around, because man will get back to it after when I've done a few other things, is like, man wanna make it an experience. So it's like, you're not just coming and getting burgers and fries, you get me? Man might come there, man might make it in a place where there's like skating going on, so it's like a little skating thing, you're going around skating, and then on the side there's like chairs and benches and you can have burgers and fries and there's music, there's a disco, there's a DJ, so now it's an experience, it's not just a burger shop, you get me? So yeah, stuff like that, and then, yeah, that's what happened with that still. But also even, why I learned from that is because even right now, I'm trying to get a lease on a building to turn into my headquarters, where I want to put my studio, offices, my lounges, kitchen in there,